Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we have a little bit of a different scenario here, where we have two builds again, one for the area, one for the boss, and this setup is all about going for the possibility of getting attacked a lot, and then going for launch attacks, and in the event that we get attacked a lot, or dodge a lot, we will get focused, so we'll get 300 health, which will be about 9-ish% of our health back. Then we will get 5% back from killing an enemy, and we will get 5% back from doing a regen on, or a charge drain or something like that on an enemy. And if we have the ability to get Flashing Fang going, that will make our launch attacks very, very, very spicy indeed. And as you'll notice here, we are at 1191. However, the huge hammer here is an interesting one, that it has 10% blood built into the weapon with a 20% lightning damage from the chrome here. And since the Euphoric soldiers have weakness to blood and lightning, we will get an extra 20% here on top of our 30% bonus. So that's 30, so that's 50% more damage that we're going to be getting here. So 1200 plus 50% is 1800. So that's very, very, very good amount of damage that we're going to have. And we're going to be slow mobility, so it really doesn't matter. However, the Festive Fang or the Night Fang, whatever version of this you go for, it has the highest slash resistance in the game, so we will be we should be okay. It's just the large giant fat ladies, we will definitely need to be aware of what is happening with them, because most of the time they will hit us with crush hammers, and we do not have very much crush resistance here, so very, very, very problematic. So here, as we get up on our first enemy here, we can go ahead and get hit, which is fine, and we can go for the kill there. Apparently that counted as the kill. And you'll notice that the amount of damage we do is pretty significant here, considering what we are going up against. And so we will have a very, very, very simple time dispatching of these fellas, and we won't really have anything to seriously worry about. As you'll notice there, we actually are able to stagger these fellas along the way, and we really don't have too much to worry about, and we are able to get tons and tons and tons of kills here as we go. And as we continue to destroy these guys, we're able to really, really put the screws to them, because they don't really have any kind of defense against all of this. Whoops. But because the freight train is coming through here, and so there is, you know, tons and tons of stagger that we do, while at the same time we are able to stay on top of all of the defense that we need. And if you want to go for a little bit of extra defense, you can bring the Damarung along, as well as you know, to get that extra multiplicative 12.5% ability there. And so, as you'll notice, we just continue to steamroll across these enemies with this hammer, even though it doesn't look like it has, you know, that crazy of an ability here. And as you'll notice, our health also continues to rejuvenate very, very fast here. And we have not gotten focused in a little bit here, but that is fine. Okay, there we go. Now we are focused, so let's run over here really quick and go for a launch attack. And you'll notice that that gets us quite a bit of health there. Okay. Oh, unfortunate there that we didn't get a launch attack on our Flashing Fang. So that is super unfortunate. Okay, good job, Eo. Okay. And we'll go for a parry just for the I-core and everything. And as you'll notice, our I-core values are not anything super amazing to write home about, but we have just enough I-core to actually make everything work for how we need the build to operate. So this setup is pretty good for this early game area business. However, if we continue forward in this manner to some of the other areas where they don't have enemies that are weak to crush and lightning, then we can have some serious problems. But for right now, whoops, it actually works out very, 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 very well. Okay, let's see if we can get a stamp here. Nope. Okay, we got dogs. Okay, and as you'll notice, the amount of stagger that we are able to put out into an enemy is pretty amazing, because we are doing huge amounts of crush damage, as well as having this hammer with all the weakness that these guys have. So very, very, very good here. Okay, and we can go for I-core on these guys, because Cleansing Light is going to end here, and we will need Cleansing Light going into the next area here. So let's see if this guy will come over and engage with us. Would be nice if he does. Okay. This is not what we wanted. Okay. Okay, Eo is going to town on this guy, which is great. Very, very good. That guy is, you know, obviously one of the worst guys here. And we can go for the knockdown into a funny charge attack. So we'll take care of that business. And here we can take care of these guys very, very easily. And as you'll notice, we're not really getting focused all that very much. And that's completely fine. But we do have to do the invasion here. And so you'll notice we get a good chance here to engage with the enemies. And let's make it a little bit more of a challenge. So let's get literally every single enemy here that we can. Oh. Okay. And you'll notice that we got a bunch of kills there, and so we were very, very much able to recover a huge amount of health and everything along the way here. So that is very, very good, because we killed so many dudes. Okay, and we'll go for this guy. Oh, okay, unfortunate there. So you can see that we're able to really put it down hard on these guys, just because of the fact that we are able to completely destroy them, and with the amount of health recovery that we have here along the way, we are able to do some serious damage. Oops. Okay. As well as being able to recover our health and everything, as well as destroying all the enemies. So we are a super force here to be reckoned with, because of our health recovery as well as our damage that we have versus all of these enemies here along the way. So we are completely capable of you know, actually going for these guys to ruin them along the way here. So very, very, very fun, very, very engaging kind of setup here. Okay, great, and almost got both dogs in one hit, and definitely want Cognitive Zeal up and running at all times, because we don't have the ability here to maintain. Oh, whoops. Okay, now the monkeys are the thing that will ruin us as always, because they are monkeys and they are stupid. So we do definitely have to watch out for them, because they will, whoops, they will inhibit us, as well as, what is this guy doing? Why can't I get a backstab on him? I don't know. But we're getting kills, so that's good. And you'll notice that even if we take fatal damage at any point, there's really no reason to watch out for anything here. Okay, EO's just on a rampage here. Good. And we'll go for cleansing light anyways, because we won't have enough iCore to go for gift extension. So we'll do this for now. Okay, and let's go for a good. We are focused, so we can launch this guy, which is great. And we can run over here, and we can launch this guy. Good. Okay, so as you'll notice, we definitely have a huge amount of sustain built into our setup here, and we'll go for cleansing light now. And even though we are slow mobility, there's really no reason to dodge any of this, because everybody's doing slash damage except for the chunky ladies and pierce damage. So if you'll notice on our defenses here, we have 63 slash and 53 pierce. So very, very, very good overall defenses, especially when paired up with our abilities here that we have running. Everything makes for a great ability here, and so we will be able to use all of our abilities here. Oops. Okay. And EO is not going to get us because she's in a blocking business there. But unfortunately, we got all the wrong things to happen all at the same time. But that's okay. We did not get the dodge at the appropriate time, but all things considered, this build set works really well for massive groups of enemies. And so if you're looking for a way to go about engaging with different enemy sets, this is definitely one of them that makes for an enjoyable engagement, just because of how this set actually operates, with the health recovery, the iCore recovery, and all the enemies that you have to kill in this area. It's very, very good for these kinds of sets and everything. Just because of how... Okay, let's go for a launch. And that'll get us some health here. Okay, Eo just threw one of the enemies off the edge, which is really great. Okay, so let's go for this and this. Oops. Okay, dead. Thanks, Eo. Okay. Okay. We'll get our bearings here in a second. Okay. Oops. So, pretty difficult always to go across the bridge, but that's how it goes. And if we get one more dodge, we'll be okay here. So we'll go for some backstabs here to load up on iCore, as well as to recover a little bit of health here. And we'll let Eo do what she's doing there. Okay. And we'll just keep doing this for the moment until we get to an opportune moment where we can do something else, where we can actually either get the kill or just throw her off the edge like that, I guess. So that's good. We got our iCore revved up big time there. Okay, and let's go for the big bash there on those guys. And getting a lot of our health back here. Good. And now we have... Oh, we have this guy. Good. And then we have the chunky mama here. Now she does slash damage. So that is really, really good because remember, slash damage is what we are strong to. Now we do need cleansing light before cognitive seal ends. Okay, and we'll go for a launch. And we will go for another launch. And you'll see that 7,500 damage is pretty decent for a build set like this to get with one single buff. So all things work out pretty well here in the end. I guess we'll go for this guy just for fun. But if there are lots and lots of these guys around, we are perfectly capable and able to destroy them along the way. So now we get into the butterfly fight. So this is a fun way to steamroll this area with the huge hammer and with all the health recovery as well as firm stand. Now we didn't actually get an activation of firm stand, so that's kind of unfortunate. But it works out in the end. Now for the butterfly fight, you can either go for the fortified or you can go for the venom version, and you can see here that you get 173 venom, and here you're at 153, but you get a little more defense. So we'll go for the venom. I have the fortified in the description, but you can go for either one. It doesn't really matter. And we're going for the Blazing Claw, and I'll show you why during the fight, and it will become clear why this might be something you want to mess around with. And obviously we're bringing EO for venom resistance from Panacea's essence, so that will help us considerably. For right now, we're just going to go for a couple of backstabs here, and we definitely have to backstab this guy. And the reason for the backstabs is to just load up on Ichor before the fight to make sure that we have a good enough of Ichor at 20 in our stocks here. 20 is pretty good, pretty decent, all things considered. So we'll take that for now. So we definitely want more stamina. We want Ichor recovery, and we want a little bit of damage here. Whoops, I didn't want to heal. I want to get Ichor. Okay, and let's get into the fight. Now the thing we go for here is the heavy attack. Not the charge attack, but the heavy attack. So we'll see what that actually looks like. Okay. And you can see that she's already down. Oops. Okay. Okay, and you can see how much stagger we are capable of doing. It's pretty crazy how much you're capable to ruin her during this fight just because of the fire trails. Okay. Okay, good. We're focused, which doesn't really mean anything, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and heal, because why not? Oh, okay, we're dead. Okay. Okay. And there you can see that like the ability to stagger her in phase 2 is pretty tough usually, and it's not very easy to do. And what we can do with oh boy, are we dead? No, we're not dead. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Eo's getting her in another stagger there. That's great. And let's get over here where we can get more stagger attacks. Oh, okay. Eo's dead. Let's go ahead and heal. Oh, and we're in venomed here. Oh, and we're dead. I wasn't actually paying attention to what was going on. I just wanted to finish that outright. But you can see that the heavy attack on this weapon staggers her way more often than any other regular attack scenario that you might have going for in this fight with her. Typically, you don't get a stagger in phase 2. Okay. Oh, okay, he hit Io. That is unfortunate, for sure. Okay. Typically, you don't want this guy hitting Io. But if we do get focused, we are perfectly capable of adding that extra 10% of fire with the 20%, with the 20%, and the 20%. So we are doing an insane amount of fire damage. So here we are at 70, which is 40%, plus 20% is 60%, plus this is 70%. So we're doing and she's weak to fire by 10%, so we're getting 80% damage from fire built into our setup here. So all things considered, it's a pretty damaging set of bonuses that we have here, and it's very good that we are able and capable to use our heavy attack on this thing to really good effect here. Okay, and as you can see, it's very easy to stagger her down, as well as get the I-core here that we need. So we'll go for Flashing Fang, and you'll see that this is, you know, very good as well, just for the damage. Okay, let's go for speed here. Let's load up on a little bit of I-core here. Okay, let's back up. Now we definitely do need a little bit of I-core here, so that's kind of a problem. Okay, so let's head around to the right. Ouch. Okay. I wish Io would heal herself of the poison there. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Okay, let's get back in there. Oh, whoops. Okay, good, we got a stagger. There we go. Okay, and we are out of stamina. Unfortunate for us. Okay, and as you can see, let's go for a little bit of I-core recovery here, because we are not, whoops, we're not getting enough I-core back. So let's go ahead and heal up all the way, because why not? Okay, good. We got her into, whoops, we got her into another stagger there. Okay, we definitely have to back off from there. This is bad. If we had daggers, that would be helpful right now. Okay. Okay, good. Let's get her into a stagger here. Okay, maybe, oh, maybe another stagger. Okay. And for the win there, a little bit of flames for the fun of it. So the Blazing Claw can do really great things here early on for stagger with the heavy attack, if that is like the only damage set that you're going for. So 711 times 1.8 is almost 1400 damage that we have on this thing, plus the 10% from here. So that's like 800 almost, and 80% more of that would be like 640 40-ish more, so like 1450 or so is about where our damage is, plus our 10% from slash. So we and the 20% from swift destruction if we get focused, and having the stamina is really, really, really important. So the build suffers from ichor recovery for sure. However, the entire set overall as a general build set all together, it works very, very well for the butterfly because she's very, 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 very hard to stagger in phase 2. And typically you don't get a full-on stagger, hard stagger, where she falls to the ground, but the flame heavy attack, when the bolts come out like that, they are extra special for getting that balance damage on the boss. So, and she's big enough that her hitbox is constantly hit by all of the flames, and typically that's not viable for most of the enemies because their hitbox is within the sword range, and the flames go outside of their hitbox and they don't take the balance damage, so it's fairly ineffective for going up against most skinny regular enemies. But for big bosses like this and Nicola and some of the others, it's a really, really, really great way to go about getting balance damage on the enemy. Night Spear, don't know if I have that one yet. I think I do. And so this is a fun, different, challenging kind of way to go about engaging with the butterfly. So we'll pick it up here next time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful and informative on how to steamroll with the huge hammer and how to make use of some of the benefits of what the Blazing Claw has to offer. So thank you guys, and this is me signing off, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of the Road to 100 of Stars of Difficulty. And thank you so much for being here. I love having you guys along for the way. And thank you to all the members on the channel and the new members as well. It's very, very nice and kind of you guys to be supporting along the way in that regard. So, okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.